The Hidden Treasure. A Sufi Journey from the Unknown to the Known Part. 10. Section 1. The End of the Path and the Beginning of Eternity. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. We stand at the threshold of the final chapter of our monumental journey into the hidden treasure. Over the course of these 10 parts, our intellectual and spiritual pilgrimage has taken us to the very limits of our understanding. We began with a single, profound Hadith Quds, and have since contemplated the very essence of creation. The purpose of prophecy, the universal truths found in diverse traditions, and the personal quest to find the divine in the depths of our own hearts. We have explored the Hadith as a living, breathing reality, a cosmic narrative of love and manifestation. Our discussions have been a testament to the truth that the universe is a living, breathing expression of a divine desire to be known. As we approach our conclusion, we are faced with the most fundamental of all questions. What is the ultimate purpose of this journey? Is it merely a state of being in this life, or is there a final and complete unveiling that transcends our mortal existence? Tonight, we will explore the final 2 great mysteries of the spiritual path: the nature of time and eternity, and the ultimate, most complete unveiling of the hidden treasure. In the divine presence of the afterlife, the journey we have been on is, in its essence, a journey from time to timelessness, from the fleeting moment to the eternal present. The hidden treasure, in his absolute perfection, exists outside the constraints of time. He is the creator of time, but he is not contained within it. Our spiritual journey is a process of learning to step outside of the linear flow of time and to experience a glimpse of the eternal present, to know the unknown that is always and everywhere present. This contemplation will lead us to the ultimate purpose of our quest, which is not merely a state of spiritual awareness in this life, but a profound and complete reunion with the divine source in a reality that is beyond all veils and all constraints. Section 2. The Metaphysics of Time and the Eternal Now. The vast majority of humanity perceives time as a linear progression, a past that is gone, a present that is fleeting, and a future that is yet to come. This perception is a fundamental part of our human experience, a cornerstone of our reality. However, from a metaphysical and a spiritual perspective, time is not an absolute reality, but a created entity, a dimension within which our reality unfolds. The Quran tells us that Allah created the heavens and the earth in 6 days, but the nature of a divine day is not a temporal one. It is a manifestation of divine will, a stage in a divine process that is beyond our linear comprehension. The very existence of time is a sign of a creator who transcends it. The Hadith Qudsi of the hidden treasure takes place in a state of pre-creation, a state of pure timelessness, where there was no concept of a future or a past, only the eternal presence of the creator. The great Islamic theologians and philosophers, such as al-Ghazali and al-Kindi, argued against the eternity of the universe and in favor of its created nature. They posited that time is an attribute of the created world, not a dimension of the creator. This was a crucial point, for if the universe were eternal, it would be co-eternal with Allah, which is a contradiction to the absolute oneness of the divine. Al-Ghazali, in his work The Incoherence of the Philosophers, meticulously dismantled the arguments of those who held that the universe was beginningless. For him, the very existence of a sequence of events, of a before and an after, is a proof that time and the universe must have had a beginning, and therefore a creator. Allah, in his absolute transcendence, is not subject to the passage of time, is the first without a beginning and the last without an end. For him, the past, present, and future are a single, unified reality. His knowledge is not a sequential process of learning about the past, being aware of the present, and anticipating the future. His knowledge is eternal and all-encompassing, encompassing all of creation in a single, timeless glance. This spiritual truth finds a fascinating and profound parallel in modern physics. The world of Einstein's theory of relativity and the concept of a block universe challenges our linear perception of time. In a block universe, all of time past, present, and future is a single existing reality. The events of our lives are not fleeting moments that disappear into nothingness, but are fixed points in a 4-dimensional space-time continuum. We, as conscious observers, are simply moving through this continuum, experiencing it one moment at a time. This is a scientific and intellectual framework for understanding the nature of an eternal reality. Just as all of time is present to the block universe, all of time is present to the hidden treasure. The spiritual path, in this sense, is a journey from the linear human perception of time to a profound experiential knowledge of the eternal present. The acts of constant remembrance, dhikr, and contemplation, muraqabah, are the means by which the seeker learns to transcend the fleeting moment and to live in a state of spiritual eternity. The Sufis speak of a spiritual state called waqt, a moment of profound spiritual experience where the seeker is completely absorbed in the present moment, oblivious to the past or the future. This is a glimpse of the ultimate reality, a taste of the eternal now, a preparation for the final unveiling. In this state, the seeker's soul, which is a part of the eternal realm, is able to reconnect with its source, finding a timeless peace that is beyond all worldly constraints. This is the spiritual annihilation of time fana filwakt, a state where the temporal self dissolves and the eternal self emerges, a profound and mystical experience that a human being, in a state of pure sincerity, can achieve. Section 3. The Journey Beyond Time and the Ultimate Reward. The human soul, in its essence, is not bound by time. It is a divine breath that was breathed into a physical body, a spirit that belongs to the eternal realm. This divine breath, which you refer to as the Ruh, is the part of us that is not of this world. It is the part of us that is of the eternal. The Hadith Qudsi states that Allah created the creation that He might be known. This knowing is not just an intellectual knowing, but an experiential one, a knowing that is made possible by the presence of this divine spirit within us. The Ruh is the essence of this connection, the link between the temporal human being and the eternal divine reality. The spiritual journey in this life is a process of returning to our eternal nature, of shedding the constraints of time, and of preparing for the final unveiling. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught, "Indeed, the inhabitants of paradise will see their Lord as you see the full moon on a night when there are no clouds. They will not be harmed by seeing him." Sahih Muslim, Hadith 182. This hadith, a part of our Hadith Qudsi, speaks of the ultimate reward, a reward that is not merely a physical paradise, but a spiritual one, a state of profound and complete communion with the divine. This meeting is not a physical meeting in a temporal sense. It is a spiritual one that transcends the very concepts of time and space. The veils that separate us from the hidden treasure, the veils of the physical body, of the ego of time and space, will be removed. The seeker will not see a physical form, but will experience the divine presence in its absolute and perfect form, an experience of such immense beauty and majesty that it will fill them with a profound and indescribable joy. This is the fulfillment of the Hadith Qudsi, the ultimate realization of the divine desire to be known. The seeker, who spent their entire life searching for the hidden treasure, will find him in a state of absolute and perfect communion. The reward of paradise is not just the rivers of milk and honey. The ultimate reward is the spiritual experience of the divine presence, an experience that is the culmination of all the spiritual efforts of a lifetime. The spiritual path is, in its essence, a journey of preparation for this final meeting. The spiritual disciplines, the contemplation of the divine names, struggle against the ego, and the love for the Creator are all steps on the way. Every act of sincerity, every moment of contemplation, and every act of love is a polishing of the mirror of the heart, a preparation for a moment when the heart, in its perfect purity, will be capable of reflecting the divine presence. The ultimate goal is not to escape this world, but to find the divine in this world, so that in the next, the divine will be found in us. This is the culmination of our journey, a journey that began in the heart of a single hadith and has led us to the very edge of eternity. The human being, in their unique capacity for spiritual knowledge, is the most perfect manifestation of the hidden treasure. Our very existence is a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Section 4. The Grand Conclusion. The Universe as a Living Hadith. We have now come to the end of our intellectual and spiritual journey. We began with a single profound Hadith Qudsi. I was a hidden treasure, and I loved to be known. So I created creation that I might be known. Over the course of these 10 parts, We have contemplated this hadith from every possible angle. We have seen that the universe, in its intricate cosmic dance, is a reflection of this love. We have seen that the prophets, in their divine missions, were the living embodiments of this love. We have seen that ancient civilizations, in their search for truth, were grappling with the same ultimate reality. We have seen that the individual, in their spiritual quest, is a microcosm of this love. We have seen that the spiritual community, in its unity, is a profound expression of this love. We have seen that the universe, in its beauty and majesty, is a living testament to this love. And we have now come to understand that time, which seems to separate us from the divine, is merely a veil that is removed in the eternal reality of the afterlife. The universe is, in essence, a living, breathing hadith. Every particle of dust, every star in the sky, every wave in the ocean, every beat of a human heart is a manifestation of the divine love to be known. The spiritual path is not a search for something that is hidden, but a process of removing the veils that prevent us from seeing what is always and everywhere present. The hidden treasure is not hidden in a distant realm. He is hidden in plain sight, in the beauty of a rose, in the majesty of a mountain, and in the love in a human heart. Our journey has been a journey of awakening, a journey of opening our eyes to a reality that is far more magnificent than we could ever imagine. The ultimate purpose of our quest is to live a life that is a constant, conscious expression of this profound truth, to become living hadiths ourselves. May our lives be a testament to the truth that the universe is a majestic and deliberate expression of a loving and all-powerful Creator. This is the end of our series. It has been a privilege to walk this path with you. May this knowledge be a source of immense light and guidance for you and for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. O Allah, our Lord, who is the beginning and the end, the manifest and the hidden, we ask you to make our lives a testament to your magnificent names and attributes. We ask you to remove the veils from our hearts so that we may be capable of seeing your divine presence in all of creation. We ask you to grant us the grace to live in a state of constant love, gratitude, and awe, and to grant us the spiritual strength to transcend the confines of time and to live in a state of eternal presence with you. Grant us the ultimate reward of your divine presence in the afterlife, and make us among those who truly know and love you. May Allah, the master of all names and the source of all light, fill your heart and mind with a wisdom that is rooted in sincerity and a certainty that is unwavering. May He bless your efforts and make your work a means of spreading His truth and His love to every corner of the world. May your life be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim.